Всем привет, с вами снова Кокос, и мы продолжаем проходить игру Вампир. Итак, мы прибыли в портовый город, здесь уже, кстати, пообщались с местным населением. Вот, и сейчас пытаемся не пропустить каких-либо подсказок, разных писем и тому подобных. Даже дабы тем не усложнять себе жизнь. Итак, сейчас вот здесь вот посмотрим. Ищем мы... Как его звали-то? Что-то я забыл. Шон Хэмптон. Ага. Так, ну туда, я так понимаю, можно перепрыгнуть, да. На дополнительную часть. Так, тут... О, неизвестно. Привет. Ты кто такой?
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Так, что ты... Ой, анемия. Что ты мне расскажешь, Руфус?
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Почему?
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
А из-за чего?
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the dogs.
Ага. Дележка территорий. Так. А из личных?
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home. You're sleeping rough.
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
This city has abandoned so many of its children.
Ой,
It's tragic.
это был этот.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Ого. Мисс Стелла Фишберн. Это мать, да, Фишбернов? Так, а поговорить насчет этого с ним нельзя, да? Окей.
Do you know a man who lives in this part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
Ну да, к тому, я понял. Так, тебе нужна анемия.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
So loved Stars.
Сеймур. Ты же вроде в другом
Good
месте
evening,
стоял.
Mr. Fishman.
Yeah.
Не, пока не хочу.
Goodbye, Mr.
Что-то не
Fishburne.
так.
Some call this the bad part.
Что-то здесь не так. Стелла. Так, блин, а что там еще за метка такая у меня стоит? Что-то произошло в больнице. Так, мне нужна анемия, да? Так, а кстати, что еще в этом районе? Есть какие-то болезни? Восстанавливается анемия. Надеюсь, у меня хватит. Отлично. Вот. Так, Руфус.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
Держи
A
лекарство.
real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long.
Так. Ага. Уже открыт. Я что, здесь уже успел пробегать? По-моему, еще в начале игры, да, я здесь побегал? Сабрина. Так, а где вот Стелла Фишборн? Как я к ней попасть? О, стоп. Вот надо как-то попасть к Стелле. Ага.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Позвольте мне
The
войти.
disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
Та-дам. Ага.
won't stay too long, sir. So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the
Сэмюэль,
house.
который... Ну, давайте сразу...
I'm trying to
наш
locate Mr.
Сэмми.
Sean Hampton.
Шони.
Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Все беды из эпидемии?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Бедность толкает.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter, and no one will bat an eye.
Кем вы
May
работаете?
I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Ваш муж погиб на
Did
войне?
your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Как вы платите
How
за
do you
жилье?
pay the rent then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
Что это за сирота?
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Так, личный вопрос. Ничего нету. Блин. Вот опять же, ничего не знаешь, надо отдавать кому-то, да?
I believe you may find this necklace of interest.
What is it? I don't understand.
It's a gift your son was hoping to give you. But I'm afraid it links him to the nearby murders.
You mean this belongs to one of his victims? Jesus. I knew this day
Oi, yo.
would come. Please, Dr. Reid, accept this for your trouble and leave me be.
This day?
Убийца-рецидивист?
You
И
mean
она
you
знала об
already
этом?
knew? Are you buying my silence? I will not be an accomplice in this.
No. My son's crimes distress me more than you can imagine. But I'm his mother. I love him, I do.
Уху-ху-ху-ху. Вы в курсе, что ваш сын
Your
убийца?
son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Почему он признался?
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Способна сдерживать ярость Сеймура. Сохраняется обладание только благодаря матери.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
more than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Оу. Почему вы защищаетесь?
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
Ну да, пусть он дальше идет. Убивает. Отлично.
I understand your pain, but you cannot mother him forever.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child, and he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
Science has only just begun to investigate the mysteries of the human mind. Currently, we have more assumptions than fact.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Парам. Все, что ли, да? Мы узнали по полной? Нет, не до конца.
Goodbye, Miss. It's locked.
С той стороны надо, да? Ну, я на месте.
Evening, Ruth.
Evening, Mr.
So long. Good evening, Mr.
Yeah.
Как вы выбирали жертв?
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
All right. Well, that calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Вам нравится
Did
убивать?
you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Контролируйте
This
сердце.
rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight.
И что будет?
Especially about my mum.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation. Obtaining justice at the price of betraying her own flesh. It's quite a dilemma.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman's noose. But she wouldn't want to be the one who ties a knot round my neck.
Goodbye,
Иди домой. Слышь, что говорю? Топай домой.
To every night, a darkness, and every dawn.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
О, можно так вот пропускать их, так сказать, анимации, да? То есть, если он не идет, можно его подтолкнуть, поболтать, подойти и отпустить. Так, вот она пошла куда надо. Стоп. И этот тоже. Летите.
Don't you think Miss Fishburne is nice to us? But I always have the feeling she's hiding something. For now, you're still the only real friend I have, Jack.
Ой, как мило. Крыса. А, должен успеть. Есть.
Stupid brat is gone. Good. I was tired of the maggot always hanging around our house anyway.
My God, Seymour. Have you hurt the boy?
Of course not. Why do you care so much about that cockroach? Do I need to talk to rats to get some attention too?
Don't be so childish. You know I love you, Seymour.
But you worry more about that stupid maggot.
Don't speak about him that way. Rufus has always been the kindest boy.
Yeah? Unlike your real son, right?
Ревности, глядя, сколько внимания Стелла уделяет Руфусу. И ревнует свою мать к Руфусу. Здорово. Руфус. Как твоя мышка?
Evening,
Крыска.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
How come you consider it your only friend?
I found Jack when he was a baby, alone amongst dead rats. Poison, probably. He was the weakest, but he survived. Just like me with my parents.
Like you and your parents?
When I was 8, my parents died in a car accident. Rumour says I didn't get a scratch.
Ты не помнишь?
You don't remember the accident?
No. I was little back then. It's been a blurry mess and very quiet in my head ever since.
How have you survived? Did anybody take care of you?
I don't have any family left, really. Except for the good Mrs. Fishburne. She's like my family now.
Что ты думаешь о Сэме?
Rufus, tell me what you really think about Seymour Fishburne.
Seymour, he just scares me. A lot. Actually, he scares many people round here, even big fellows.
You mean his brutality is infamous,
Боится.
even in this shady part of town? That's impressive.
Yes, sir. How someone like that can be related to Mrs. Fishburne, well, it beggars belief.
Терпение матери
The
безгранично.
patience of a mother for her child knows no limits. None of us would be here otherwise.
You're right. And I certainly didn't mean any disrespect to the woman who takes such good care of me.
Ну, все, вроде
So long.
разобрались. Ну-ка.
Good evening, Mr.
Yeah.
Seymour, why are you scaring young Rufus?
I don't like his act to gain me mother's trust. I don't like it at all. Little bugger is like a fly around shit.
Young Rufus seems quite harmless to me. Your support could change his life for the better.
I don't believe in kindness nor innocence, sir. The boy is either a fool or a hypocrite who hides his hand well.
Goodbye, Mr.
Так, ну что, мы вот еще с ней, наверное. Я не помню, там есть еще реплика, нету?
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
Of course.
Of course, доктор Рид.
I can't remember the last time. What can I do for you?
О, все что ли? Я
Goodbye,
наобщался? Окей. Так, сейчас, не знаю, посмотрим, наверное, с северной стороны. Ну, скорее всего, надо уже просто перепрыгивать и лететь, ну, шататься уже по тому берегу. Да, так и есть. О. А моста здесь не было же, да? Крупный зверь 22-й. Нормально, ты. Самое то для меня, маленького 14-го левела вампирчика. А почему? Они вроде стоят рядом. Окей. Действовал аккуратно. Значит, вампир. Эстет. Настоящий эстет. Странно, меня здесь не было. А такое чувство, как будто они обо мне говорят.
Seems like the guard of Pre
Ой!
Hampton's trail too.
Let's pin it down! Burn it, boys! I hate leeching! Die, vermin!
Блин, огонь! Не нравится огонь. Вообще очень не нравится огонь.
Want some of this?
Я возьму тебя немножко, спасибо. Хорош! Это же не смешно. что бы такое сделать-то? О, девушка, хорошо. Тихо, 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 тихо. Ну-ка. Нравится. Эй! Ой-ой, ой-ой.
Burn it, boys! Die, vermin!
Вот надо было тебе еще напоследок меня шахнуть, да?
The wounds on this corpse are deep. The result
Нанесены
of
в
rabid
припадке
rage.
безумия.
If this is Sean's doing, he's become a
Стал
murderous
чудовищем.
beast.
Так, а тут что-то еще есть? Что за звук такой? Опа. Пусковой механизм. Это для пистолета, я так понимаю, да? У нас плюшки. Так, мигающий скаль. Так, давайте на этом серию мы закончим, потому что время уже как бы подошло к концу. Вот. Продолжение наших поисков Шона вы увидите в следующей серии. А я на этом с вами прощаюсь. Всем спасибо за просмотры. Ставьте лайки, комментируйте, подписывайтесь на канал. Мне будет очень приятно. Ну и до новых встреч в новых видео. Пока-пока.